Welcome, fellow Mythbusters. Today we're diving knee-deep into the world of kneecap misconceptions. Now, knees are a bit like the unsung heroes of our body, aren't they? They take us places, help us squat to pick up things, and even dance at a Saturday night party. But there's a lot of hocus-pocus circulating about these hard-working joints. Specifically, the kneecaps. Let's start with the first myth, the one that says kneecaps can break in half. Now visualize a cookie. Can you break it in half? Absolutely. But our kneecaps aren't cookies. They're made of a pretty tough stuff called bone, surrounded by a layer of cartilage. It's designed to withstand considerable force. So while knees can indeed sustain injuries, your cap isn't going to split like a fortune cookie. Now, on to the next myth. Kneecaps don't have bones. This one always gets a chuckle. If there's one thing you should know about kneecaps, it's that they're the largest sesamoid bone in the human body. So yes, they're not just bones, they're big bones. They're nestled right there in the tendon of the quadriceps muscle, like a diamond in a ring. But here's a fun fact that might add fuel to this myth. Babies are born without a bony kneecap. Instead, they have a soft, cartilaginous structure that starts ossifying or turning into bone around the age of 3. So in a way, this myth isn't entirely wrong, just a few years off the mark. Now, you might have heard some other myths like kneecaps are useless or you can live without them. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll debunk those in the upcoming scenes. So, kneecaps can't actually break in half. And yes, they do have bones. Shocking, right? But there's more to this knee-slapping tale. Stay tuned, folks, for we're just scratching the surface of the mystery that is the kneecap. Now that we've shattered some myths, let's get under the skin and explore what kneecaps are really made of. Think of your kneecap, or patella if we're being fancy, as a little helmet for your knee. It's not just there for decoration or to add a little charm to your legs. It's a part of the body's complex machinery working tirelessly to keep you moving. Imagine your kneecap as a sort of lever in the machinery that is your leg. It increases the leverage that your quadriceps muscle can exert on the femur, the big bone in your thigh. This makes your legs straighten out more efficiently, helping you walk, run, or perform a perfect pirouette. But let's clear something up. The kneecap isn't just floating around in there, it's nestled right in the tendon of the quadriceps muscle like a pearl in an oyster. And just like a pearl, it's hard. That's because it's a sesamoid bone. Sesamoid bones are unique little characters. They're embedded within a tendon or a muscle, and they're there to protect these soft tissues from the stress and strain of our everyday movements. Now, you might be wondering, does the kneecap have a bone? Well, the answer is it is a bone. You see, this little hard-working shield of ours is the largest sesamoid bone in the human body. And it's got a tough job, constantly being pulled and pushed as we flex and extend our legs. And here's something else to marvel at. Your kneecaps didn't exist when you were born. That's right, they start their journey as a soft, cartilaginous structure and don't fully ossify or turn into bone until you're about 10 years old. So next time you kneel, give a little thanks to your kneecaps. They've been with you, growing, protecting, and working hard since your first baby steps. So there you have it. Kneecaps are more than just a bump on your leg. They're hard-working, essential parts of our bodies. So we've established that kneecaps are not just there for decoration, but what do they actually do? Well, buckle up, folks, because we're about to dive into the fascinating world of kneecap functionality. Let's start with the basics. The kneecap, or patella, if you want to get technical, is a small bone located in front of your knee joint. It's nestled within your quadriceps tendon, which is the thick band of tissue that connects your thigh muscle to your shin bone. Now imagine you're a lever, and you need to lift a heavy object. Would you rather have a short lever or a long one? That's right, you'd want the long lever, wouldn't you? Because it gives you more leverage. And that's precisely what your kneecap does. It acts as a lever, enhancing the force your quadriceps muscle can generate when you extend your knee. But that's not all. The kneecap also protects the knee joint from physical trauma. It's like a tiny shield, guarding your knee from direct blows. And let's not forget that it helps maintain the alignment of the knee joint, contributing to your overall stability. In essence, kneecaps are the unsung heroes of our bodies. They assist us in walking, running, jumping, and even standing still. They protect us, they strengthen us, and they keep us balanced. Who knew that these small, seemingly insignificant parts of our bodies play such a crucial role, right? We've busted myths, explored anatomy, and understood the role of kneecaps. But before we wrap up, let's revisit and summarize. Take a moment and think about your kneecaps. You might have believed they could snap in half like a cracker, But we've now learned that they're a lot tougher than that. They're not just a simple cap on your knee. They're a complex structure of bone and cartilage playing a pivotal part in the symphony of our movement. Remember how we found out that kneecaps aren't just hanging out there in the open? They're safely tucked inside the tendon of the quadriceps muscle, like a pearl inside an oyster. It's their protective home, and it's also where they do their work, increasing the leverage of the quadriceps tendon, aiding in knee extension and making your leg movements more efficient. And let's not forget the biggest myth of all, the one that had us believe that kneecaps don't have bones. We've busted that one wide open, haven't we? The kneecap, or patella, is the largest sesamoid bone in the human body, floating in the tendon of the quadriceps muscle. And there you have it, folks. Kneecaps debunked and demystified. Remember, always consult with a doctor or qualified healthcare provider. And if you've enjoyed busting kneecap myths with us, don't forget to share the love by spreading the word with your friends. Hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome videos, and ring the bell to stay updated.